Beth Hiley here for BoardGameGeek at SPIEL 2019. I'm sitting down with Simon Haas from Haas Games, and you've brought us Zoocracy, so the zoo-based system of government?
Yes, kind of, yes.
All right, so what are we trying to accomplish here?
Yeah, my name is Simon Haas. Yeah, thank you for the invitation. This is a political game, a political strategy game, so you are a party leader and you try to implement your agenda as much as possible. And you see this here on the board. Always when you implement part of your agenda, you're moving forward here with your marker, and the player who is in front at the end of the game wins the game. Very easy.
Easy enough.
Yes.
Take us through a turn.
Yes. So you have maximum 8 rounds. Exactly, it's between 5 and 8 rounds. So the end of the game occurs usually by event card, yeah, which comes in the second half of the game. You start here with the phase presidential election, and this is also very easy. Here, every party has these kind of resources which it can invest in the campaigns, and it can choose how much it takes. It wants to invest in the campaign, and everybody opens simultaneously, so and the winner with the most
say, okay, I have the most
tokens win the election. Everybody gets half of the tokens back.
But I'm guessing the winner doesn't get any of the tokens back.
They also get half of the tokens back.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Okay.
And they move forward in this track, what we said, what's the most important in this game. And you also get another action card. And you get this office card, which means you have the president. Your party has the president. Okay. So the next phase is the campaign for the parliamentary election, and this takes place on the game board here. Here you see the different voters basically, and the number of votes what they have. So for example, the strongest party for the elephant, let's say the orange has 2 chips there, and the black is 1. The orange would get 4 seats. And black would get 1 seat. So the seats you see here in this little parliament, you count all the seats together, which you collect, and then let's say it could be a result like this, yeah. And then you have to decide, or you have to count how many seats there are in total. So let's say here we have 30, 37, and 9, 46, and what you need for a majority. So a majority of 46 is 23, plus 1 is 24. So you mark it here so you remember it easily. Because now we are already in phase, in the formation of government phase. And here the strongest party, so in this case orange, can make a proposal. So this is actually the most important part of the game. Because here it decides who is in government and who isn't. And you have 3 office cards for this phase. Here you have the Prime Minister and 2 ministers. Yeah? So it's the Finance Minister and the Defense Minister. And you basically have to offer the other players something that they agree to your coalition proposal. So for example, Orange could say, okay, I'm the strong, so I take the Prime Minister. Yeah? Then you have to look who you need. For example, you'd ask orange, you could ask yellow, you would already have 20 seats, you still need 4. So it would be okay to ask yellow and black, then you have exactly 24 seats. It would be enough.
So between the 3 of you, yes, you could pass a resolution.
But you have to offer them something. So for example, I could say, okay, I offer yellow, the finance minister, and black gets the defense minister. They all have different abilities, which is maybe too detailed to explain now.
Yeah.
At least it's good to have them. Let's say that. Yeah? It's always good to have some office cards. And then you also have to propose which will be the government program for the next 2 rounds. Usually the elections are every 2 rounds. That's why you always say for the next 2 rounds. For example, orange could say, okay, I will take the first. One of my party program will be implemented. This means yellow can move forward here on the track, right?
which we know is the end goal.
Yes. And you offer maybe another party. This is quite a strong party, so you could offer this party another goal to implement. And then there's a vote on that proposal. Actually, it's enough. These three players also yes. The other, we don't need the others because we already have the majority, right? If these three agree, you have here a vote mark. If everybody of these three says yes, so the government is in office. If not, this would mean the next strongest player, it would be red, can make a new offer, a new proposal. So you could also, for example, he could make a proposal to make a coalition just without the strongest player. This means that the strongest doesn't have to be in government. If the seats are enough, so this 19 plus 7 is 26, would be enough, huh?
Yeah.
Even with the blue would still be enough, but with black wouldn't be. There would be missing one, huh? So it goes as long until one proposal is agreed on, and then you continue. And here you have an event phase.
So we got some event cards.
You know, you have event cards. You see, for example, here now means there's a resistance against the government program. You cannot implement it.
Okay.
What a pity.
So then our next.
And here you have the opposition leader. We forgot this to say. Let's say now we had this government of orange, yellow, and black. The strongest party, which is not in government, will get the opposition leader. So in this case, would be red. Yeah. And here in certain, actually there are two. There's a standard game and a professional version. In the standard game, this opposition leader can only make a no confidence vote in case they already lost the majority, these parties. So in this case, he couldn't, if this hasn't happened. But there's also another version where you can always try to do it. So you have more negotiation in the game. It depends on the choice of the players.
Now, I just want to take a minute too to highlight some of the artwork that you guys have to not only represent different animals, but to represent different memes of politics. In that we've got, office worker, the marching, the backroom meetings. Did you have one artist create all the artwork for this?
Yes, he made already several games. He's a great artist. Yes.
Any particular favorites across your different factions here?
I like very much this graphic.
Yeah, that's a particularly good one.
Yes.
Now, because you mentioned that you have two versions of the game, a standard game and then a more advanced game, how long do you think a standard game would take us?
It depends very much on the number of players. So if you play with two, it's quite a fast game. You can play in 1 hour, but then you don't have this phase of negotiation. So it's just an election campaign.
Just two.
You just have to win the election. And then, of course, with 6 players, you have more negotiation. It can take around 2 hours. Yeah, and also in between, like 90 minutes is usual, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah?
Now you mentioned there's between 5 and 8 rounds. What might cause the game to end earlier?
There's a card in the game. So always in the last phase, we didn't tell this maybe. There is an event, and when this card is drawn, then the game is over.
Okay.
And you see who's leading, and he's the winner.
And that's that. Well, if you guys want to check out a lot of different flavors of government, but filtered through the lens of animals, then you should check out Zoocracy, which is published by Hans Games. And Simon, thank you again.
Yes, thank you as well.